guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been quite a while. I just want to do a quick catch-up life update, if you will. This is my digital. We don't do much of the digital planning anymore the way I used to. Let me see, do I even have a page? So this is my January page. Let me see, did I do any weekly like this? Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't, but I'm kind of in a, I don't know, kind of stage. So that's why I wanted to catch up with you guys. What I do, that's funny. What I do now is I make these pages that I can print from my A5. If you've seen my previous, I kind of do a one-liner a day. So I fill out with the highlight of that day, and then I end up printing this out at the end of the month. So I'll do like a cover page and I'll do this in the back and I'll show you. I think I'm able to show you what that looks like, but I'm pretty sure you've seen it before. So this would have been, let me see, a filled out one. April was kind of mostly filled out. There are some spaces that I need to go back into. Sometimes I forget what happened during the day, so thankfully I got my Instagram to tell me what happened, or my phone to tell me what happened. But it's just pretty much that. I just do a one-liner of whatever the best thing that happened that day, and then I end up just printing it out. So this is this month's. Today is Father's Day, which I have nothing for, and I didn't do the last 4 days. So there's a couple of spaces that I go back in and fill out, and then I print this. So I just wanted to show you that real quick. And then what I also do is I print a cover page for that. And let me see my previous cover pages. So this would be a cover page. This one was for November. So now I have to make my June, and once I print it, I'll show you what that looks like. So let's move out of here and into what I really wanted to talk about and touch on. We interrupt this programming to bring you an ad from me, Vintage Ink Stationery. If you don't know, I have my own stationery store, and this is for the Scribbles subscription box. This is our summer edition, and it's all about retro vibes, vintage pinup with some pastels, and all the things in your box will match the theme around retro vibes, but you won't know what they are until you receive your box. But this is one of the things. It's a sticker sheet. It is a matte sticker sheet. Even though you see a kind of off-white background, they are completely clear. You'll get this sticker that says a vacay, and some other cute goodies will be sprinkled in your box. So if you haven't already joined up to get the Scribble box, you can do so now, and I'll put the link in the description. So for a limited time, orders over $50 on our website will receive free shipping only in the United States, and you will receive a sticker sheet that looks like this. So I wanted to make this like an inspiration board of everything that is vintage ink and the aesthetic of vintage ink. But instead of giving something, for example, like this that you may or may not use, this is absolutely beautiful, but you may throw this out. Well, with this, I mean, I don't throw this out because it's absolutely gorgeous. This is from Art and Lore. But if you're prone to throwing stuff out, I've given you a sticker sheet. Again, this is a limited edition, and it's only for orders over $50 on our shop. And what it is our color palette and our inspiration board of everything that is vintage ink. These two are our logos, our two logo variations, the one that we use mostly and the one that we use oftentimes. And if you'll see the details, the I is actually a pen with a ink spot, and then the vintage ink is a feather with a kind of like a pen at the end that makes up the V in vintage ink. This is our color inspiration. It's kind of like a mood board, inspiration board, and these are everything that we've been inspired by to create our brand. And all of these are individual stickers. You'll see them because they are, you'll be able to see them once you receive it. You can pull all of these out. You can even use the top portion, and I'll show you what that looks like. If you cut the top portion, you'll be able to use it. It is a clear sticker, as you can see there. So just wanted to do something special that you can actually keep and be a part of our vibe. I will constantly be reprinting these, but these are only for special orders. Okay, so let's catch up, which is why we're here. Now, I have been very much offline as far as like YouTube is concerned. I've been on my Instagram, but I've been doing more and more events. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know what those events are. They're mostly with our community here in Orlando, and I do a lot of vendor events where I take my business, if you will, my store on the road. But as far as my main journal, I have done absolutely nothing. I did this page because I wanted to show off the, like I said, the stickers for the vintage ink. I did my goals pages, my vision, kind of like my vision board book. And then I started doing, this is a misconception, there's nothing here. I started doing in February these monthly pages. And I think they, you know, they're so pretty to look at. But because I do my one-liner in my iPad and then print them, I don't know what to do with these pages. If you guys have an idea of what I can fill this out with, like I already do that in my digital planner, so like why would I repeat the same thing here? Maybe a sticker a day. I don't know what to do with this, but I did fill it out with some things. Like March, I had a collective corner. April actually put some goals down, so that was different, just to fill up the space. Again, I didn't know what to do with it. I did put in a lot of my events that I had that month, so that was pretty cute. I love the color scheme, this purple and pink. I think it worked well with this teal as an accent color. I think it's just so pretty to look at, but again, I don't know what else to put here. One could be digitally printed in my A5 notebook, and then it could also be in here. I don't know. This is supposed to be a journal that I keep for a while, not just for the year. And so if I fill that out with the same stuff as I did in the book, this will only be for 2025. So that just doesn't make sense. Oh, I skipped ahead, didn't I? Okay, so this is April. Then I did May. May is very pretty, pink and green. I thought it would look very pretty with the coffee stickers. And these are transfer stickers, which I thought that was pretty cool. June, it was supposed to be a mermaid, teal, purple type of color for these 2 months. But I never finished it, and I do want to put in these vacay, so I want to make them a little bit retro. Well, no, I think I'm gonna do August, which is my birthday month, as a retro month. I think that would look really pretty, but we shall see. Again, I don't know what to do with these pages. I might just like ignore them, honestly. And there's other stickers. These stickers are in my shop. These are the stickers that I am to use in June and July. In July, we are actually going to the beach, so I might use some of those beachy ones in here. But I don't know, guys. And then I come here to where I'm supposed to do monthly collages and monthly the things I loved that month, and print out kind of like what I did last year with this, where I took the month and kind of did pictures and then wrote little things around it. I loved this idea, so I wanted to bring it to this notebook, but I haven't done a single one. I gotta go back, and in this video I think I'm gonna do that with you. I'm gonna go back to March, so it won't be today, but it'll still be in this video. And then I have all these pages of nothingness because like I said, I've been on as far as in-person events that I've kind of forgotten about my journal, which is, it's okay. I'm trying to build community, so that's expected. So that's been what's going on with my life. So I found the perfect notebook, you guys. It is so me. It's one of my favorite greens. It matches the vintage aesthetic. I mean, this couldn't be more perfect for me, and I don't know why I never saw it, why Amazon decided to push it out to me, but I'm so grateful that they did. But look at this. Look at this. Look at the edges. This is something that I would put in my books, like I did with my Pride and Prejudice journal. These don't come with the journal. They actually come, if you order the journal, I give you these so that you can put on the edges, because it just uplifts the book a little bit more. This is my Pride and Prejudice journal that I have nothing in either. Shut up. And that is also in my store, so if you want to purchase that journal for yourself, you can do so. We also have a burn book, which you've seen, and then the Grimm's fairy tales as well. And again, these are journals. This is the burn book. This is a journal. With these journals, you'll get the corner edges, like I mentioned. Anywhoosies. Okay, so perfection, right? The green, the interior brown. I mean, it's just everything that I wanted in a notebook. Plus, it is a binder, which is perfection. This couldn't have been better for me. Look at the interior. Look at that. Come on. Look at that. It's so soft and nice. They have another one that's this color out here. Or like, I think it's probably a little lighter. It's probably more like this notebook. But I just wanted green because I already have this one. And as you know, green is my accent color for like my house, my brand, like everything. And it's so funny because my favorite color is blue, not green. But for some reason, this has been it for me for a while. Anyway, let's get into it. So there's 6 rings. It's an A5 binder, which is perfect. It's the same thing I use with all of my other notebooks that I had before. And this has a strap that you can hold the binder together, which is perfect when it gets a little too bulky. Then of course I have my inserts to put stuff in. So I have this one that's just a sleeve. This one's just a sleeve, and then these one are the actual pockets. I put stickers and other like ephemera that I'm gonna go back and do. This is the same index, and then on the clear dividers, I just put in this AI picture of me that I thought was pretty cute. Nothing special with that. So that was, as I was saying before, when I make the cover pages, this is what they look like. And then on the back, what I do is I run it back through the printer, and I actually print the one-liners. I don't think I ever finished January, which is why this is blank. But if you remember, my other pages from last year are in an archive book, so I don't want to take them out, but they usually will have it all filled out. So the front will be the cover and the back would be the calendar with the one-liners. So that's that. And then I usually try to separate it by months, which I haven't because I haven't been journaling, not even in this. But I have my word of the year, which is grind, and then I have a few pages. This is my summoning square. This is by Petite Gloom, which is Megan Rhiannon, and then I just put in my own things of the things that I wanted to do and kind of color in the boxes, kind of like bingo. So this is a free space, etc. And then of course I just journaled. Every category has its own little index color that corresponds with these. So I have that. I put in like little inserts. I put in this one from Sacred. This is the first time I ordered from Sacred, and so I wanted to put her by a spread on her, so I kind of did those together. Then I just did random little things here and there. So this was my son's birthday weekend, and this is the Roman numeral for 14, which he turned 14, so I have it on both sides. So this side is from when he was born to what he is now. Thought that was pretty cool. This is one of my events. I had a great time on this event, so I have that one. Then I was just showcasing a small business that I absolutely love to work with. She makes my custom business stuff, so I wanted to showcase her. I kept her business card and everything in here. Then the tragedy in the Dominican Republic, with one of my favorite singers passed away in that. And just some other things. I did 2 pages of the vintage journal. The goal was to have a vintage journal event, and I accomplished it. So I wanted to obviously document that here as well. And I'll probably make like a spread in my, like a spread dedicated in here with like tactical stuff. So as you know, I do mix in tactical with digital things. So this is tactile. This is an actual sticker. This is a sticker. This is a sticker. On here, this is a sticker. These are stickers. This is washi tape and a sticker. And then these are printed on. So I kind of like to mix both. And that, again, I got from Megan Rhiannon. This is the life list that I loved. It made me think of my own life list, so I kind of wrote down my own version of that. This is another event that I went to, or that I did. This is him on his last day of school. I wanted to showcase that. This, well, not last day of school, last week. So this is from 6th grade to the end of 8th grade. And I still have to come in and put like stickers here. So I like to leave these spaces so that I can put the actual stickers in here, because I am a sticker shop. So I leave a lot of these spaces empty so I can go back and put it in there. Like this one, this is an actual sticker, and so is this one. So I like to do stuff like that. This is my other event. This is the Pour It Out event where we got together to color and drink. And I love this. I love this page. This is my favorite. I think this is one of my favorites. For this one, I didn't leave much room to put tactical stickers, but that's okay, because it just came out when I designed this. This came out exactly the way it needed to come out. It came out beautiful. This is the Memorial Day weekend, and then this is half an event and then half of Hamilton. So I kind of like mixed them both in one page and kind of did a line in between. I didn't leave much space in here either for some stickers, which is fine. Actually, I did. I put, this is one sticker over here. And this sticker is from Sarika Studios, which you do sell in our store. And a lot of them are from Sarika Studios, so they're just one of the best stickers as far as like really matte. This is the musical section. No, this is the media section. Look, I don't remember my stuff. So I always have to look back at my index. This is the media section. So anything with books, movies, things like that. This was a whole, I was watching Warner Brothers and I realized that Foxy looks a lot like Mickey Mouse. So I did a whole spread on Foxy from Warner Brothers. And then I continued on with Walt Disney. It kind of made it perfect to fit on both things. And I did some little bit of highlighting because I like to do that as well. And then this is about Little Women. I freaking love that movie. I've never read the book, though I do carry the book. Yeah, sick plug. I carry the book. It's absolutely beautiful. I wish I had a copy out to show you, but it's a collector's edition. So I've never read the book, but I have this absolutely adorable copy. This is in my shop under collector's books. I have Emma, Pride and Prejudice, Peter Pan, what's the other one? Anne of Green Gables, The Secret Garden, and I'll be getting more, but those are the ones I'm starting with. And I take this to every vendor event and they always sell really well because they're inexpensive, but they're absolutely beautiful. And what you do is you collect them. So I'm gonna post the link to the books down below as well so that you can get yourself one. The prettiest one, it's so pretty and girly, is Emma. Emma is a very baby blush pink and it's so pretty. Let me see if I have that one here. As I was digging through stuff, I said might as well just show you all of them. So like I was saying, this is Emma. Isn't it so cute? You see the gold foiling? And again, you would put these in a color order. So that's Emma. This is Sense and Sensibility. It's so freaking pretty. The gold foil. It's just amazing. The Jungle Book, which another one was, I couldn't remember what it was, but the Jungle Book. Peter Pan. So pretty. Look at the sides. Like, imagine having this in like your child's bedroom. Come on. It's so pretty. Anne of Green Gables. Let me get the other ones. Then we have Alice. Then we have, I think this is the last one, the secret garden. Duh. So there's a lot of blue. So this is the Pride and Prejudice one. The little peacock. So this is how you would stack them. And I'll try to get more. I think I'm gonna get Great Expectations and a few other ones. And then you can stack them up like that in color order. It's so pretty. And then these are the more deluxe ones. So of course we have Anne of Green Gables in the stack and Pride and Prejudice, but we also have this edition. It's so pretty. It's foiled. It's metallic blue, and then the edges are blue, which is absolutely beautiful. And then this is the side of that one. And then we have Anne of Green Gables, and it's like a rose gold edging. It's so pretty. I love this. Look at that. Look at that. And then of course our edge, and these are shrink wrapped versions, so those are a little more costly, but that's all the books that I have. So anyway, back to this. Just wanted to show you that since I had it top of mind. So I have that. I have Scandal, which I watched a long time ago, but I always do this where I stop watching at like the 3rd season or 4th or whatever, and I forget about it for years. I'm like, I never finished watching that. So I just started from the beginning and rewatched the entire thing, and man, Scandal's a trip. It's so good. It's so good, and so it's just really good. Really, really good. Then I did my favorite new Christmas movie. I have never seen Family Stone ever, so I actually watched it in December of last year, I should say. December of this year hasn't even come. December of last year, and this movie is it's really good. I did 2 pages of it, front and back, talking about it. And then I did the movies that I watched for Christmas, all the Christmas movies, and I gave a little blurb of what I thought about them. So this is all the Christmas movies that I watched. This one was so nice. This was on BET, and it starred Mario. So good. My favorite Thanksgiving tradition and movie, which is Miracle on 34th Street. I love both of them. I know people be like, the original is better. I like both of them. I like the little girl in the second one. She's super adorable. I like the little girl from the first one too, because she was like honest, but I just love them both. So this is more Christmas movies, more Christmas movies, more Christmas movies. Then we get into the end of last year. After I watched Christmas movies, I did a little bit of TV watching. So I watched No Good Deed, High Potential, one of my favorite shows, Only Murders in the Building. I rewatched Bridgerton, which I think I watch every February, Love Month. I rewatch season 2. And then I was like, I never did a spread on season 2, Kate and Anthony, and so I did. I did like his little speech. I love you. I loved you from the moment we faced each other in that park. I loved you at every dance, on every walk, every time we've been together, and every time we've been apart. You do not have to accept it or embrace it or even allow it. Knowing you probably will not, but you must know it in your heart. You must feel it, because I do. I love you. I like that declaration of love. And then he continues with, I want a life that suits us both. I know I am imperfect, but I will humble myself before you, because I cannot imagine my life without you. And that is why I wish to marry you. It makes me want to watch this all over again. Oh my god. Anyway, February, these are the shows that I watched. The Crown, again, I started a long time ago, never finished, so I'm picking it back up. I actually finished Sweet Magnolias, waiting for the new season. Younger, I'm currently watching, so I'll watch that when I need something funny to watch. Survival of the Thickest. I watched in one whole weekend. When I tell you that show, I was so upset when it was done. I was like, no. What do you mean it's no more episodes? so good. I can't believe they're ending the show after one more season, but I love it. So I put currently watching. Virgin River, I love. It's such a cozy romance. I love it. And then of course Emily in Paris. So that was March. This was February. This was March. April, I watched And Just Like That. I caught up. So I'm all caught up with that. I'm continuing to watch The Great because I know it's been canceled, so I've been watching that. And then of course I got on, it's not a show, but it could very well be, because the stuff that goes on with this trial is crazy. So I've been watching the trial of Karen Reed, the retrial. And then for May, I have no idea what I watched in May, so I haven't printed that page out, but that's that. Then I did my third is books. So all the book review, this is the books that I put in here, or that I print out, because I do these book reviews, but I only do them for books that I give 4 or 5 stars to. I don't do book reviews for anything lower. I just kind of put it in my Notion and I'll be like 3 stars, 2 stars. It sucked. I don't do much with it, but the ones that are 4 and 5 that I absolutely love, I do print it out. And of course the Viscount Who Loved Me was one of the books that I gave a 3 stars to, and 3.5 stars. And this one I gave, yeah, 3.5 stars, because they're not the greatest writing. The shows, I feel like the shows are better, but I do love them. I started this monthly book list of my books that I read, and I haven't finished doing this. I have to go back through my Notion and see when I read what, and kind of do the same thing, because I really like this book was hysterical. I freaking loved this book so much. I love the moral of the story, like what it teaches you. I won't go into it. This is not a book review channel. This book was insane. It was so short, but if you get a chance to read The Yellow Wallpaper, it's so good. About a woman whose physician husband has rented an old mansion for the summer. Foregoing other rooms in the house, the couple moves into the upstairs nursery. As a form of treatment, the husband forbids the journal writer from working or writing, and encourages her to eat well and get plenty of air so that she can recuperate from what he calls a temporary nervous depression. And it's so unnerving, because she's locked up in this room and she can't do anything, and the only thing that she focuses on is this freaking yellow wallpaper. You have to read it. It's like the quickest read ever. You'll probably be done with it in an hour, but it's so poignant, so mind-boggling. Yeah, it's really good. This book sucked. This I never finished. I don't think I ever finished that book, or if I did, it wasn't very memorable. And then this was cute. This was like, oh, it's so cute, a little cute cozy small town romance for the fall season. So it was perfect for what it was. So whenever I have a standout book for that month, I write a whole book review. So I did this one for The Lost Bookshop. Absolutely loved it. Then I did my favorite quotes of all my books for the year, and I think I did 2 pages. Then I did my book bracket, which I love doing, so I'm gonna do this again this year. The book that won was The Gurney Literary Potato Peel Society. A lot of people are not gonna like that book because the way it's written, I forgot the name of the writing, but it's through not text messages, it's a historical fiction. It kind of has a love story in there, but it's a historical fiction. It's about writing and it's about books, so like perfect. And it's told through letters, and it's during World War II. So if you like historical fictions, you absolutely love it. So it beat out all these other books. I loved Black Cake. I loved Divine Rivals. I love The Lost Bookshop, A Novel Story. None of this is true, but she beat everyone. But these are my top 2 favorite books of the whole year. I really love doing this. This was really fun. Then this is the 100 best books of the 21st centuries. I kind of printed out the main page, but I am going to add like a thing of all the books from this list that I actually read. I'm not going to put the 100 because I don't believe that I will ever read some of those. So I just put it in as a cover, and then I'll do kind of, what I'm going to do is kind of like this. I'll put all the books I read for that. Then this is simple, my 2025 TBR. This is the list of everything I put down, and I did it with marker, which as you can tell, I didn't really fill in the lines correctly, but everything that I've read so far from this list, I have a whole shitload more. to read. Things We Never Got Over. I don't know if I want to continue to read the series, to be completely honest. It was okay. And I'm currently reading Summer Romance. And instead of The Paradise Problem, I actually read the Honeymooners. So I might swap it out, I'm not sure. And then I'm going to try to get through most of these books. But sometimes I read different ones that are not on this list. So I kind of want to do a page where I actually, what I didn't finish in, but what I read that wasn't here, I want to put it on another page. The Wedding People, one of my favorite books of 2025. So I know this is going to make my top bracket. So I did a whole thing on it. And then I did quotes from the book that I love. Before I Let Go, another favorite. And then I did, again, the quotes from the book. So that's that. Yes, this is my music and lyric page. And it's just pulling out my favorite music. Now I do have my little passport journal, my traveler's journal with the Sarika Studio insert available in the shop. And I do have my favorite lyrics in the front here, but these are handwritten. Kind of just the lyrics, nothing about them, nothing, no, I'm not talking about anything, just the actual lyrics. And then here I have a little more reflection on the song, even though this one doesn't really, because there's so much songs in this freaking soundtrack that I love that I just kind of like included them in the scenes that they belong to. So I have, of course, the entry line to the movie that says, "That was the summer of 1963 when everybody called me baby and it didn't occur for me to mind. I'm a love man. I've been meaning hungry eyes. This is love man. This is hey baby. This is cry to me. This is love is strange. Of course, I've had the time of my life. She's like the wind down here." And then this is a continuation. This could be love. The Color Purple musical. This is Here by Fantasia, because there's a lot of people that have played this part for The Color Purple, but Fantasia does it for me. The way she sings this, the lyrics of the song, she felt everything. And that's that part. Then this last one is a miscellaneous. I don't have it listed in the index because this is like my goals. So this is my goals for the year for Vintage Ink. And then these are monthly goals. So this is for February, March, and April. And I haven't updated. This is my productivity for women. This is like a plan, like a base plan for when you're feeling your period and you're fatigued. So this is a good thing that I like to kind of look at to see. I plan around this, around that time of the month, basically is what that is. And then here is my May goals. Yeah, these are for my May goals. I didn't do my June one for some reason because I don't think I've even thought about what my June goals are, and it's already June 12. Anyway, and then these are just pages I like to print. I'll put the shop name that I got it on Etsy. And I just like to, since I've been picking up coloring as a relaxer, I've been doing these little habit trackers. This was my 30-day slow and steady fitness challenge, which I completed. Thank you very much. Give me my cookie. My step tracker, I forgot to track the last 2 days of May, the last 3 days of May, but it's in my fitness app. I just have to come back in and color. And then the no takeout challenge that I never did. And then we have June. So June, I wanted an Italian color palette. What is it called? With the lemons and stuff. Except I had to add a little pink in there. This is a summer bingo. This is from the same shop that I printed it out. This is the current mood tracker for that. And of course I have my markers right here in front of me. So I have to come back and finish up some of these. And this is my self-care tracker. My reading tracker, which I've been doing a lot of reading. My step tracker that I haven't even filled out. And my coffee tracker that I'm kind of filling out. So this is the one that's the most filled out. So I can go ahead and do this for the past. Today is the 12th. No, it's not. Today's the 15th. What am I talking? Guys, what? I keep saying the 12th. It's not even the 12th. So today I only had one cup, and that'll be YR209. So that's the 15th. Saturday I only had 1 cup. Today's Father's Day, so let's do this. But these 3 days, at least these 2 days, actually Friday I only had 1 cup as well. You can see a slight difference in the colors. And then 2 cups are Y20, YR20. I'm gonna color those in as well. My son asked me, because he saw me filling this out, if I ever had 3 and 4 cups, and I don't ever have 4 cups of coffee. Occasionally, like I'll have maybe 2 at home, and then if I'm out and about and it's an iced coffee, then I may have that 3rd cup. But honestly, not really ever do I ever have 3 cups of coffee a day. Because 1 coffee in the morning is good to wake up. I just like it. I read my book, I journal, I plan my day with my cup of coffee. And then if I'm really tired that day, it usually happens after lunch, then I'll have that other coffee. Then this is my period tracker. And this is... it's been so helpful. I do have an app, but this one I can see at a glance, and I tend to put this underneath, and I completely forgot to. This is why I just messed up that page. I have to put this so that it doesn't bleed, and I completely forgot to do that. My period was towards the beginning of June, so it is over. So in the empty spaces when I put none, I just color that in. And I just messed up this page, man. Filling this stuff out. I have to constantly remind myself to put this in here. But anyway, this is what I wanted to show you guys. And then towards the end, I just have another one of those pocket folders with things that I want to journal about and little ephemera and stuff like that. And then all of my stickers that I'm currently using. Again, the vintage, the retro vibes. And all of these are from Sarika Studios. Most of these are on my shop, and I will get more stock of those because they're really good they're really great for this type of stuff where I can come in and, like I said, add stickers to different sections. These, like that, like they're great for that because they're very light. They're matte versus the ones that I have that are a little thicker. So that'll be the difference with the stickers. Anyway, I've been yapping for quite a while. Just hope you enjoyed my new notebook, chatting with me. What I'll do in the next couple of videos, I'm going to journal. You're going to see me pick up the journal and do my top favorites and a lot more journaling bits. So I hope you come back, just hang out with me more. Like I said, I've been more offline doing events than I have been online, but I'm picking it back up, and I hope to see you here for another video. Bye.